Hello, my name is Barry Kirkman. In this video segment, I'll be briefly discussing debt collection and collection agencies. What is debt collection and collection agencies? Collection is a process by which certain companies called collection agencies are contacted by creditors to enforce receipt of payments from consumers. When a borrower refuses or avoids paying the creditor the amount owed, the creditor hires a collection agency, through outsourcing, whose expertise is collecting bad debts. Bad debt means very delinquent or charge-off accounts or money consumer owes the creditor who has not been paid for several months or longer. Collection agencies are more eager to collect on the debt than the creditors, although the creditor is at a loss, because a collection agency's income is driven from the amount of money they can collect from consumers who are in default. The collection process is broad and requires much discussion. Therefore, I refer you to the discussion of collection, lawsuit, and judgment section, which starts on page 18 of this book. How should a collection agency contact you? A collection agency representative may contact you by phone, mail, fax, telegram, or email. However, he or she may not contact you at an inconvenient time or place, such as before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. your time zone. Unless you give the creditor permission, he or she may not contact you at work if the person knows your employer doesn't approve of such communication. The collection agent may not harass or abuse you. Can a collection agency be stopped from contacting you? You can stop the collection agency from contacting you by writing a letter to the agency and sending it to the agency asking it to stop. Once it receives your letter, it should not contact you again except to tell you there will be no further contact or to notify you that it or the creditor intends to take some type of legal action, such as a lawsuit and or reporting the account on your credit report. Please note, sending a letter to the agency does not dissolve your debt if you actually owe it. Please read the collection, lawsuit, and judgment section on page 18 of this book. Therefore, avoiding creditors or collection agencies will make the matter worse. At a minimum, the collection agency and creditor can multi-report the same account, which is discussed on page 150 on the book. Collection agencies should not contact anyone else about your debt. The collection representatives can't contact anyone else than you. If you have an attorney and provided the attorney's information to the agents, they must contact your attorney instead of you. If you don't have an attorney, they can only contact you. They can contact other people only to find your phone number, address, employer, etc. These agencies are prohibited from contacting other people more than once. They cannot discuss your account, your balance, or your other information with someone else other than you or your attorney. Collection agency's method of communicating with you. After a collector's first contact, it must immediately send you a letter within 5 days of the first contact to tell you in writing about the amount owed, the creditor's name, account number, possible date of debt, and what action you must take if you think or know you don't owe the debt. If the debt is not yours and you wish to stop the contact immediately, write a letter explaining in detail why the debt is not yours. Can a collection agency continue to call you if you believe that you do not owe the money? A collector can't contact you if you followed the instructions we just discussed and sent the company a letter within 30 days of your receipt of this letter. If you send a letter explaining you don't owe money, it must stop. When you send this letter, it will contact or revert the file back to the creditor who received the account information from. The collector will ask for an update, confirmation, and accurate verification. At that time, if a creditor can prove the account is in fact yours, then the collector can and will contact you again. Collection agencies are prohibited to do or make, number 1, false statements. Number 2, harass or oppress you. Number 3, use unfair business or collection practices. For example, deposit a post-dated check prematurely. Number 4, collect an amount greater than what you owe. There are a few other things also, but time will not allow discussing them now. Can you report a collection agency for a violation? Yes. You can report any problems you have with a collector to your State Attorney General's office and the Federal Trade Commission, known as FTC. Most states have their own debt collection laws, but some use the federal guidelines. What can you do if a collection agency violates the law? You have the right to sue a collection agency in your state or federal court within 1 year from the date the law was violated. If you are one person suing and if you win, you may be able to recover money for damages you have suffered, plus an additional amount of up to $1,000, court costs, cost of litigation, and attorney's fees. A class of plaintiffs, group of people, may be able to recover money for damages of up to $500,000 or 1% of the collection agency's net worth, whichever is less. What is aggressive and illegal collection? During the past 10 years, I've heard so many sad stories from individuals. I heard from one individual who said, "The rude collection representative harassed me by threatening to take what my mother has. My mother is a senior citizen who had nothing to do with my debt." The type of threatening calls from collection agencies range from calling after certain hours as allowed by law, freezing your bank account, or garnishing your paycheck pre-litigation, or even taking your home. When their threats fail, they will bluntly tell you that they will go after your dad, brother, sister, etc. All of the collection attempts mentioned here are illegal and in violation of the law, especially prior to a judgment of a court. There are a lot more things to discuss about collections. However, this video is supposed to be a short segment. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this brief segment. Please go to the website shown above my head. Pick up a copy of this book, Your Credit Equals Your Life, Fix It Now. And after reading the book, go to the website and post your questions and comments to receive a direct response from the author. The book also includes a CD that teaches you about tax liability techniques, demand letter writing techniques, and choosing the best credit cards and loans. It also contains letter templates that all you need to do is place your name and address, the recipient's name and address, and mail them out on an as-needed basis. We want to see you succeed with your credit and money management. Thank you. Best of luck.